So the new Pokemon theory is, when will the next Pokemon game come out, and if it is, what will it be? So today I have a video on a game that people think will be coming out. This is just a picture of I guess like people kind of like seeing it out. I don't think this is actually a real game yet. So, I don't know how this picture came out. I don't know if it's fan art, something like that. But I found this picture, and it's Pokemon Delta Emerald. If it would come out, what would the game look like? So, Pokemon Delta Emerald has been a mystery on people, if it's gonna come out or not. So, today I'm giving you my opinion on if Pokemon Delta Emerald will come out or not, or at least what I think about it. So Pokemon Delta Emerald is basically supposed to be a game just like as Pokemon Alpha Sapphire and Pokemon Omega Ruby was, except this sets off at Emerald. So as you know, back then there was a game long ago. This is where the Game Boy Advance took place. There was the games Pokemon Ruby and Sapphire. And let me get you a picture for that right now. Hold on. So here's a picture of the Game Boy Advance Pokemon Ruby version and Pokemon Sapphire version. Now, this is when Kyogre and Groudon both come into place into the legendary Pokemon into this game. So, this was an adventure in the Holland region, and if you had Pokemon Sapphire version, you'd get Kyogre. If you had Pokemon Ruby version, you'd get Groudon. Simple things like that, and it was, well, I've never played this game, but it looked like a fine game to me, considering I liked Pokemon Sapphire, or not Pokemon Sapphire, Pokemon Alpha Sapphire, the remake of this. So, as you know, now they've made a new Pokemon game, and this new Pokemon game is called Pokemon Omega Ruby and Pokemon Alpha Sapphire. And let me get you a picture of that real quick. Alright, so here's the picture of Pokemon Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, where you come and you discover the new primal versions of Groudon and Kyogre. As you saw in my last picture, they did not look like this because they were not primal. And this game lets it out in primal version of Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire through Groudon and Kyogre. Now, people went crazy for this game. Like, I'm sure there's been so much people who want this game. The remakes of Ruby and Sapphire put into the new 3DS, not the new 3DS, sorry, the Nintendo 3DS, and I really enjoyed the adventure. One of my favorite Pokemon games. I have to say it was very cool adventure. But people have been wondering, do you remember when Ruby and Sapphire got released, there was a following version for the Game Boy Advance. This version was called Pokemon Emerald. Now let me show you a picture of that real quick. So this is the picture of Pokemon Emerald version. This was the following game after Pokemon Ruby and Sapphire. Or maybe it was before, I'm pretty sure it was after. So this game featured Rayquaza, and Ruby and Sapphire are both gems, and then they follow it with Emerald. You would have to know that it's from Ruby and Sapphire. So I guess this is also, I guess this is a different story. I've never played this game. Like I said, I didn't play Ruby, Sapphire, or Emerald version. So I don't know how it was like. but this is what it was. And Pokemon Emerald was the following off of Pokemon Sapphire and Pokemon Ruby. So now that they made the remakes of Pokemon Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, people are starting to wonder, why don't they make a Pokemon Delta Emerald? Well, let me show you a picture of what people are thinking Delta Emerald's gonna look like. So this is how I started my video, with this cover, Pokemon Delta Emerald. Now, this is a game that people think is going to be the remake of Emerald. What's my opinion on it? Well, you're about to know. So, after you've beaten the Pokemon Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire story, there's another story, kind of extra added, and it's called the Delta version. And as you see right here, it says Pokemon Delta Emerald. And the reason why I don't think that would make sense is because they made the Delta version after Pokemon Ruby and Sapphire, or Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. I keep getting mixed up with them. Sorry about that. But this is what they think it's gonna be, and there's lots of theories going on about this, and this is why I don't think it will come out. Well, after the Pokemon Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire story, there was this story, and you are supposed to unravel and discover Mega Rayquaza, new to the version Pokemon Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. And if Pokemon Emerald would come out, you would be thinking you discover Pokemon as the new Mega Rayquaza. So, I think that would be copying off of the extra story off of Pokemon Alpha Sapphire and Omega Ruby. I don't know, maybe it would be different, but I think it wouldn't be very smart of Game Freak to do this because, well, that's what they did out after Pokemon Alpha Sapphire and Omega Ruby. Now, if there is any hope in this game, the good part about this that I will give this game is some people don't really have money to get Pokemon Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, or they don't really find it affordable, or maybe they don't want the game but they still want a chunk out of it. They just don't think it's worth the whole $39.99. Well, this game, maybe it could get released as a Pokemon game eShop exclusive, where it's about $10, and it gives you a bit extra to the Delta version. Maybe that's what they'll do. I don't see that being too bad, but I would, of course, buy Pokemon Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. I would recommend that better than if they would make this for eShop exclusive. Who knows what would happen? I think it would be good if they made a Pokemon eShop exclusive. Oh, my tongue is messed up today. And maybe they will make Pokemon Delta Emerald about $10, $15, and it would have a little extra, because I don't think the whole day to be extra version of Pokemon Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire would come. I think they should put a little extra if they're charging $10 for this, but who knows, maybe you will do it. I think that could have some hope, but other than that, I don't think they're making a real digital copy for the Nintendo 3DS released at $39.99. I don't think that's worth it. If Nintendo did that, I don't know why, because I kind of feel like Game Freak, they made, it's almost like they tried to fill in for Emerald, making the Mega Rayquaza an extra story in Pokemon Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. I don't know. Let me know in the comments what you think about Pokemon Delta Emerald coming out, if you like it or not. I also have a better word explanation that I put thought into on my channel, and it's also going to be in the description of a worded opinion on me doing this. So, give this video a thumbs up if you agree with me or you think this theory is nice, or if you just want to be nice. Of course, I totally approve that. So, thanks for watching this video, and be sure to comment if you think Delta Emerald is coming out, when, and why. Thanks for watching this video. Goodbye.